Hello, welcome to a Hatha yoga class with me, Claire, at Angel Yoga. You may find you need a block and a yoga belt, so if you don't have one, just grab them now. And I would like you to listen to your body today, so please just do what feels right for you. You can always make an adaptation, there's many different ways to do a pose, so do listen. Take time to listen to your body. We are going to start in child's pose. We're going to take our knees wide and bring our big toes together. You might want your yoga block to rest your head on. If not, you stretch all the way down with the arms and rest the forehead to the ground. So sitting back towards your heels, making sure you feel comfortable. Stretching the fingers a little further towards your yoga mat. And if it feels comfortable, just closing the eyes. So being aware of lengthening through the whole of the spine, from the very base to the crown or to the neck. And just starting to notice your breath. So breathing in through the nose if you can, unless there's any congestion. And as you inhale, let's inhale from the base of the spine, drawing the breath up to the top of the neck. And then as you exhale, releasing that breath back down to the base of the spine. I'm going to take a few breaths here. Allowing that breath to travel the whole length of the spine in a long and steady way. After your next exhalation, just picking up the head and taking a walk with the arms to your right side. Maybe placing the left hand on top of the right and dropping the forehead back down to the ground, or do grab that support if you need it. And coming back to the sensation of your breath. Now allowing your breath to travel down the left side of your body, from that left hip, all the way up to the side of the neck. Once again, in a slow and steady way. After your next exhalation, taking that walk now to the left side, moving over, maybe placing that right hand on top of the left, dropping the forehead down. Just noticing now how the right side of the body feels. Again, just encouraging the breath to breathe down that right side. After your next exhalation, picking up the head and the arms, coming back to centre, coming into a table position, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Just tucking the toes, we're going to head back into down dog, so push back, sit back towards your heels, straighten, lengthen the legs, keep that slight micro bend in the knees, spreading the fingers wide in your first downward dog. We're going to inhale into the toes, so lifting the heels away from your mat, and then exhale, place the heels back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, pushing into all 10 toes. Exhale, dropping the heels back down. Let's do that once more. Looking towards your hands as you walk and step towards the top of your mat, coming all the way to the top. And then once you're there, bringing your feet together and folding over the legs. Don't be afraid to grab your block here, maybe resting your hands towards your block. Once there, take a bend into the knees, bringing the chest down towards the thighs. And then as you exhale, straighten. Again, take that inhale, chest, thighs. Exhale, lengthen and straighten. Let's do that once more. Bending into the legs. And exhale, lengthen. Take a roll up slowly, peeling the spine up away from your mat. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up and together. Taking hold of the left wrist, let's move over to our right side. Coming back to centre, hold on to your right wrist, let's move to the left. And then coming back to centre, releasing up, dropping the arms down. Let's take an inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, bend into the knees. So you're in a form of chair pose. As you inhale, release the arms, bring them down. Palms touch, come back, bend into the knees. You're sitting back in that imaginary chair. Exhale, release. Let's do one more. Inhale, palms up. Bend into those knees, push the knees together. Feet stay together. Exhale, release. So you're at the top of your mat, feet together, arms alongside you. Let's take that inhale in. Maybe looking up. And that exhale, fold. Long spine here, stepping back, right and left leg into your plank pose. Bending at your elbows, lowering down to your mat, relaxing the toes, roll into your cobra. Exhale, push back into that down dog. Let's bring that right leg up, squeeze it back, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, take that leg long. Inhale, squeeze that knee in. Exhale, take that leg long. One more squeeze in here. Exhale, leg long. Let's step forward, top of our mat, right foot. Plant your left foot down to come into warrior one. So you're bending into your right leg. That left foot is planted. Holding your warrior one. From here, bring both hands down, inside edge of that right foot. Come onto the toes now of that left foot. Let's open right hand up, left hand stays down. Again, maybe looking up at that right hand. Frame your right foot, step it back to your plank. Make sure you're even in your plank, holding. Pulling away from your yoga mat. Bending at the elbows, slowly lower down. Relax those toes, roll to cobra. Peel the shoulders back. And then exhale, down dog, push back. Planting the heels towards your mat, let's send that left leg long. Inhale, squeeze that knee in. Exhale, take that leg back. Inhale, let's squeeze that knee in. Exhale, leg long. Inhale, take that squeeze. Exhale, leg long. We're stepping to the top of our mat with our left foot. We're planting our right foot down as we come up into our warrior one. Bending into that left knee. Holding here. Keep that bend in the left knee. The gaze is forward. Feeling that in that right glute. Squeezing that right glute. We lower the hands inside edge of that left foot. We come onto the toes of the right foot. We're bending into that left knee. Right hand is staying down, left arm is reaching up. Taking that twist through the body. The neck feels okay. We're looking up at that left hand. If not, we can keep our gaze down. Frame that left foot, step it back, plank pose. Bend at the elbows, lower down to your mat. Roll into your cobra. Exhale, down dog, push back. We're going to step, jump to the top of the mat, take that fold. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Find your long spine here, step back, left leg, right leg into that plank. Bending at those elbows, coming down to your mat. Roll into your cobra. Exhale, down dog, push back. This time we're going to squeeze that left leg back, three-legged dog. Stepping to the top of our mat in a high lunge. Bending into that left knee, bringing up the arms, reaching up. Let's open into our warrior two, keeping that bend in that left leg. Reach with that left hand, bring it down to your block or down to your mat. Send that right arm long. Holding here. Reversing your warrior, right hand comes down, left arm goes long. You keep that bend in the left leg. You can look down towards your right foot. You can send your gaze up to the ceiling. Coming back to that warrior two position. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, let's bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Frame that left foot, step back to your plank. Hold. Bending at those elbows down to your mat. Roll up into your cobra. And then exhale, push back. Down dog. Take 2 long breaths here. Maybe that sigh out of the mouth, letting go. And one more breath. Squeeze that right leg back, three-legged dog. Stepping to the top of your mat, high lunge this time. Right foot is forward. Bending into that right knee. Open into your warrior two. We're reaching with that right hand. Bring it down to your mat or down to your block. Left arm is long. Reversing your warrior. Left hand down, right arm long. Maybe you've got those options. You can look towards that left foot. You can send your gaze up. Come back into your warrior two. Inhale, palms touch, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend. One more here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Frame that right foot, step that left foot in and fold. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, heart. So just taking a little bit of time now to bring the feet together. You can be in the middle of your mat, you can be at the top of your mat. We're going to kick back that right leg, hold on to the ankle. We're going to bring up that left arm. We're going to come into dancer pose. So you kick back that right leg. If you feel wobbly, bring your left hand onto something just to support you. Just find something to hold your gaze. Really does help with balance. Release that right foot, try not to drop it. Hug that knee in, squeeze it in. Bring that foot on top of the thigh. Let's come into a squat here. Relax the shoulders. Maybe delve a little deeper in your squat. Don't worry if you wobble. Come back up, bend that knee, place it back down. We're going to kick back the other side, hold on to the left ankle. I'll turn so you can see. Bring up that right arm, kick back into that leg. find that point to hold your gaze, or rest that right hand onto something. As you come back up, squeeze that knee in. I'm going to turn so you can see again. Squeeze that knee in, bring that foot on top of the right thigh. Come into your squat. You can stay quite high in your squat, you can delve deeper. Release back up, squeeze that knee in, let it go, take that inhale, reach up. That exhale, fold. Bringing your hands maybe behind your shins, or bringing your hands underneath your feet as you fold over the legs. As you exhale, maybe seeing if the body wants to go deeper. Taking 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. Release the hands wherever you had them. Take that bend back into the legs like we did at the start. Come into your chair pose. Bringing the arms up, sitting back in that imaginary chair. Holding, keeping that core tight. Taking 2 more breaths. Maybe delving lower. Maybe coming all the way down for that last breath. And then all of the way up. Release those arms. Coming down to your mat, let's take the legs wide. Grab your block just in front of you if you're using one. You want to take your legs wide so you feel that stretch in the inner legs. We're going to take that walk forwards. Grab our block, maybe for our forehead. Maybe that block is for our elbows and we're supporting our head in our hands. Push the heels away so the toes are pointing upwards. So you're now getting that stretch in the back of the leg and the inner leg. Now remember, if you're practicing quite early in the morning, like I am today, then it's going to feel tighter. Body hasn't quite woken up, it hasn't had lots of movement. So make those adjustments. If you're practicing later, maybe this move feels a bit easier. When you're ready, take that roll back up. Bring that right leg in. Drop your right elbow down. Send the legs long. Right elbow underneath the right shoulder. We're going to push up into a side plank. I know, you wasn't expecting that one, was you? Holding here, pulling away from your mat. If you want to, you can take that left leg up as well. Challenge yourself a little further. Holding, don't worry if you wobble and shake. Pulling up a little further. And then exhale, drop down. Bend that right knee in, send that left leg out to the side. We're going to turn to that left leg, take that walk again. Or maybe this is where you grab your yoga belt around that foot and hold. Make sure you're twisting your belly towards your left leg as you fold down towards it. Again, just allowing, just noticing where the body feels tight. Maybe feeling it into that lower back, into that right hip. Going to hold for a few breaths. Your body will tell you if it wants to go deeper, or if it needs to just pause where you're at, or even ease off a little. As you come up, to bring that right hand down to your mat just behind you, push up into those hips, stretch back, send that left arm long, stretching into the chest. That left shoulder pushing into the hips. And release back down. Bring the toes together. I haven't forgotten the other side. We're going to link our fingers just around our toes. Butterfly wings. So butterfly wings, flapping those legs. Loosening up into those hips. Maybe staying just as you are, or maybe dropping the elbows down. Folding a little into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Maybe letting that head feel heavy. Rolling up, keeping that left leg in, send that right leg out. We're coming onto our left elbow so we can take both legs long, or you can keep that leg bent if you want to. You can come into your side plank with that left leg down. If not, you're taking both out. Make sure that elbow's in line with your shoulder, palm flat, as we push up into that side plank. Holding, like we don't want to touch our mat with our left hip. Remember, we've got that option, we can take that right leg up as well. Might feel more challenging this side, might feel easier. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core, holding 2 more breaths. Don't let that left hip drop. Last one. Well done, drop that foot down. Take that bend back into that left leg if it's not already there. Send your right leg out. You can draw that heel close to you. We're going to turn now towards that right foot. Just take that walk down, or grab your yoga belt again around that foot. Remember, we're turning our belly towards that right thigh. Just listening, just noticing. Using that breath to maybe go deeper. As you come up, just bring that left hand behind you, plant it down, push up, last stretch now, reaching with that right arm, stretching into the chest, that shoulder, pointing the right toes down to the ground, and release. We're going to come onto our backs to finish our class, so lie down when you're ready. Coming all the way down. Once you're there, just give a hug of the knees, squeeze them in. And we're going to finish with our side twist. So drop both feet down to your mat, knees together, feet together. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. Maybe cactusing the arms, maybe sending the arms out straight alongside you. Just pick up the glutes, shift them a little to your right side, just a fraction. And then take your inhale, and as you exhale, drop your knees to the left side. You can grab your block here to support your knees. And if it feels too strong for you, then just uncross the legs. Close the eyes. Enjoying that twist all the way through the back. Letting the palms soften on the face and the jaw. Just embracing this twist. The body, your back loves to be twisted. And releasing any stagnation, any toxins that have built up, any pockets of tension. Coming back to centre, sending that spine neutral again, knees together, feet together, and then crossing the left leg over the right. The arms stay exactly where they are, just picking up, shifting a fraction to the left before we head over to the right with our knees. Don't be afraid to grab any supports that you might need. Closing the eyes if that feels okay. Just noticing if you can lengthen your breath even more. Coming back to centre, neutralising the spine again, uncrossing the legs. Either bringing the soles of the feet together in reclined butterfly, arms just slightly away from the body, or rest in Shavasana, where the legs are long, arms are long. Whatever version feels better today for you. Once you're there, just allowing the eyes to close, making sure the whole body feels comfortable, so you can just be still and rest. The most important part of our practice is finding that stillness. This is why yogis practiced yoga. So we could ease out any tension of the body, the mind. So they could be still. We could sit in meditation for hours, finding stillness. Absorbing that stillness now for a little longer. When you're ready, just starting to notice any sounds in the room around you. Noticing the sensation of the floor beneath you. Just helping the knees now just come back together, using your hands to draw the legs back in. Just resting for a moment. Bringing the knees towards the chest, giving yourself that hug, that squeeze, maybe that roll. Rolling onto one side, just resting there for a moment. And then slowly bringing yourself to seated. Bringing your hands to your heart center, just honouring yourself, taking this space, this time for you. And bowing to Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for taking this time, for choosing me as your guide in your practice today. I know there's many videos to choose from on YouTube. If you'd like to practice live with me online, then we practice Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 AM UK time. Half an hour Tuesdays and Thursdays and 1 hour on a Wednesday morning. And I also offer a live yin yoga class, which is 8 o'clock on a Monday night UK time. So maybe I'll see you in person. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now and take care.